Right, we take you back to Mangaung, where police are engaged in a standoff with disgruntled ANC members outside the ANC Free State's provincial conference in Mangaung. We spoke to her earlier. We're joined again by SABC News reporter Makgala Masiteng. Makgala, the situation was pretty tense earlier. What's happened since then?
Currently, we see some of the members are moving to different locations. They are trying to locate where the registration is taking place. I did indicate earlier on that during the media briefing, the leadership of the ANC did not want to disclose where the registration will be taking place after that disruption that led to the suspension of the registration of the delegates. But we understand that some of the delegates that were here are moving to the Dr. Rantlai Molemela Stadium, rather the Mangaung Indoor Sports Center that is next to that stadium, where initially is where the registration was supposed to take place. So they are saying that they are going down there to try and check what is happening. They are saying that they don't want to see that registration continuing without them being recognized as legitimate delegates of this conference. But also earlier on, when the police were trying to disperse some of the members, I understand some of them are saying that they got shot, and we understand that in the van there are 3 people, including 2 women, who were taken during that time. But I am with some of them who were there when that standoff happened. Thank you very much for joining us. I want to understand exactly what happened, because it was calm initially when we got here, but all of a sudden there was a commotion.
You know what happened here? We approached. What I can start to tell you is that they gave access to other cars to enter the conference venue. They didn't want to give us to enter the conference venue as we are legitimate delegates from the branches. We are elected by the branches. Now we are perplexed. Now we are denied entry to the conference. Now we are amazed that the police attacked us. If I can tell you now, when they start shooting at us, we were running scatteredly, so they started shooting, and I was shot too on my left leg.
Can you able to show us?
Yes, definitely.
I'm just going to ask my colleague to zoom in where the gentleman is saying that he was shot by a rubber bullet when the police were trying to disperse some of the delegates here during that standoff. But I need to understand also, you are saying that you are the legitimate delegate. What is happening? Why are you still here? Why are you not registering if you are legitimate?
In the morning, they gave us the directive that we must go to Dr. Rantlai Molemela Stadium for registrations for delegates. When we reached there, we were denied entry too, and we forced entry. And then when we forced entry, that's when we got the administrators in that hall where they were working. And they just took their things and went out without telling us anything. And again after that, we were told to come here. Maybe we will get entry here. But when we get here, still we are denied entry.
So are you saying there were not disruptions? They just decided to take off their things? Because my understanding is that it is alleged that some members went there to the registration center and disrupted the registration process there.
What I can tell you, there was no distraction there, because what we wanted to gain entry rightfully so. And we didn't expect that we will be shut out of the venue because of we are certain and content about our legitimacy of the being delegates.
But after that, I understand that the leadership met with some of the members. Those members were saying that they are not happy. Where were you at that time, and what was the decision?
You know, I don't want to comment on that one, because I didn't see what happened on that one.
So you were not invited to meet up with the leadership?
I was invited because the message was cascaded to us. I was.
So what happened?
At the venue, we were denied entry. We were denied entry, and there are rounds that go in that we are disgruntled members of the ANC. We are not disgruntled. We are legitimate members of the ANC, and we are the delegates. We've been elected by the branches. There was BBGMs where we have been elected, and then the delegates were submitted to the province. So now we are perplexed. Now we are denied entry.
Okay, let's close it off with there are allegations that there is a group that is hell-bent on making sure that this conference doesn't happen. Do you know anything about that? Do you want this conference to continue?
I want this conference to continue. Why? Because I'm here. The message was cascaded to me and other delegates to come to the conference. But I can tell, we have Mangaung here, we have Fezile Dabi, we have Lejweli Putswa, etc. All the regions that are supposed to be here are here with their legitimate delegates.
Thank you very much. That is one of the members of the ANC that are standing here not far from the conference venue. They're still insisting that they are the legitimate delegates of Mangaung, but they are also saying that there are members of other regions here. I understand that some of them have moved to different locations, but we will later on catch up with members of the IPC or the NEC just to get an understanding of what is happening and what whether the registration is continuing, because the impression that we got earlier on was that immediately after the media briefing the registration will resume, but now what we are getting on the ground is that some of the members have moved to that location trying to get the attention of the leadership. So it's yet to be confirmed whether this conference will start today, as they indicated that it will be opened by the national chairperson, Gwede Mantashe, whom we understand that he is currently in Bloemfontein, just waiting for that registration to be completed so that the conference can begin.